Join Mondo's Elite Notification Squad today so Goten will not be forgotten by the writers. What's up, everyone? Usually I keep these avatar sequences held to just the first video of a series, but I guess there's a huge grammatical misconception in the Dragon Ball community when it comes to this series. While most people pronounce his name Rigor, it's actually supposed to be pronounced Rigor. This info comes from the man himself, Malik, and since he told me this directly, I just wanted to take the time and the opportunity to clear things up before the video started as to not interrupt things during. A standoff ensues as this pair of aliens seems to know Vegeta. Worried, Bulma asks if he knows these two, his daughter echoing this concern. Getting a closer look, the invader says, "So, it is you." Elaborating that when he heard Planet Vegeta had been destroyed, he had also heard that the son of the king had perished along with it. But somewhere deep down, he knew Vegeta had survived. And now, it appears that destiny will reward his faith. Shifting gears, Vegeta admits that he doesn't believe he knows these two, the young female huffing that the prince doesn't even remember them. The other just looks at this as whatever, but he himself could never forget Vegeta, who has a serious debt to pay, causing Vegeta to bark, "Debt? What's debt? I don't even know who you are!" But the alien remains convinced that he does, asking if he remembers Planet Palm. As the prince tries to think back, the wayward Saiyan goes on to ask about the squad Vegeta had led for only a single mission. The night a lone child had stood up to him, the only time a subordinate actually struck him, which does ring a bell in Vegeta's head. Going back, Vegeta remembers putting his boot to the head of a young man, telling him to remember this lesson, as his technique and grace will never match his own. Putting together the pieces, Vegeta remembers that this guy is that, quote, black-tailed brat, the same one he had put in his place as a child, which the invader verifies. Vegeta asks if he's come all the way here, all these years later, just to settle some childhood spat. This question aggravates him, but he does admit that is part of it. But Vegeta has a life debt to pay. Still confused, Vegeta asks what life debt and what this guy's on about. The alien's companion tells him to calm down. Taking a breath, he notices Bulma and Brawl not far away, asking Vegeta if that's his family, but not one to let his loved ones become bargaining chips. He simply tells him, "Don't," as the Saiyan charges an attack, suggesting that maybe this will jog the prince's memory, causing Vegeta to jump in front of him, demanding he stop. "Protecting others, how unlike you." Amidst the commotion, Bulma shouts out at the alien, growling that she doesn't know who these two think they are. But you don't just show up at somebody's house and threaten them like this, walking right up to him and attempting to slap him, since it worked out so well that time with Beerus. But his partner stops her, snarling that if she even touches her husband, she will kill her. Wisely withdrawing and backing away, Vegeta can feel the situation getting more tense. Deciding they can finish the scuffle at a nearby deserted area. While his daughter worries for him, Vegeta assures his family that he'll be okay. But this invader begs to differ. The three of them head on out, Vegeta leading the way. Unknown to them, Piccolo and Popo peer in from the lookout, the both of them having a very bad feeling, sensing the intense malice from the stranger. Asking Piccolo what he thinks they should do, he tells Popo that for now, they'll just watch. Vegeta is by far the strongest of any of them besides Goku, and they'd only get in the way. While making their way to the battlefield, the female Saiyan tells her husband that she wasn't expecting him to have a family, let alone try to protect them, outright suggesting that maybe he's changed. But that doesn't matter to him. The prince has done what he's done and cannot be forgiven, and he will pay for the sins of his past. A few minutes later, they arrive, Vegeta deciding this should be far enough from society. Before the battle begins, Vegeta asks the two their names, as he'd rather not keep referring to him as the black-tailed brat. Outright shocking the both of them, not expecting him to care, as long ago, the situation was completely inverted, where this now invader suggested the young prince learn the names of his squad mates, and Vegeta asking why he should bother, not even respecting him enough to face him. But committed to his cause, the Saiyan shakes this off, asking if this is some kind of joke. Vegeta reminds him that they came to him, threatened his family, and now they have the goal to question his sentiment for veracity? With a stern face, we learn his name is Rigor, and his wife is called Sapari. With their small talk put aside, the two face each other. Then continuing, Vegeta warns Rigor that he is much stronger than when they were kids, going on to say they don't have to, but being cut off. Rigor scoffs that the last time they met, the prince merely defeated an unskilled child, and since they're both men now, he wants Vegeta to hold nothing back, as he wants him to know there is nothing he could do while being crushed to death. But within that monologue were a few keywords Vegeta loves to hear, warning him that he's gonna regret telling him not to hold back. Going straight to Super Saiyan 4, he tells the pair they're not the first to react in such shock to this power, reminding them once more it's not too late to surrender. But smugly, Rigger asks if that's really his best, then telling the prince he will reciprocate, causing Sapari to run up to him, telling him if he does that again, it'll surely kill him. But he assures his wife not to worry, as he won't even need it, asking what the scouter says Vegeta's power level is, which comes out to 20 million Tani, the system of power measurement from Rigger's homeworld, not to be confused with the system Frieza's empire used, which would have had a much higher number. But upon hearing what Vegeta's power is, he's convinced that this state will more than suffice. As Rigger transforms, fully confident he can take on a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, what will become of the Saiyan Prince?